on Marie. Television icon and national treasure Betty White stops by.
I've always been able to memorize fast.
It's a blessing.
Wow. But it goes away just as fast by tomorrow.
Plus, from ABC Family's hit series Switched at Birth, Mayada Walsh.
I was bullied so much in middle school, like they would call me my twigga. They'd go, snap goes my twigga. I'd go home crying every single day. It was awful.
From Super Bowl to Super Kid, Max Page opens up about his heart surgery.
I knew I had to go through it. I was kind of like painted in a corner. I had no place to go.
And the hottest apps and gadgets to help organize your life.
You can control so many things with this little remote.
Marie starts now.
I love it. Okay, welcome to my very, very first Marie show. I'm so excited. You know, I guess it was about 6 years ago I realized that through all of the changes that I was going through in my life, both, large and small, the best advice, the most support, and even the most healing laughter that I received, it always came from my good friends. They were always there willing to share with me what they had learned about going through different things themselves through their lives, which is the reason why I'm having friends on the show. So I asked all of you, my friends, my followers on Twitter and Facebook and every place, I asked you this question. I said, what female TV star would you love to see as my first guest on my new talk show, right? Well, I am so happy to tell you, I'm so happy that your number one choice was my number one choice. And I am so excited to have her here today. She is a beloved American icon. I have had the privilege of working with her many, many times throughout our careers, but I'm also fortunate to be able to call her my friend, and also she was my television mom. There's a reason that she has lasted 7 decades in our business. Isn't that amazing? Love her. And it's not just because of her passion and her talent, it's because of her heart. That's the Betty White that I want you to get to know today. She is best known for playing your favorite. I loved her in Golden Girls. She was Rose. What a great character. And now she's part of another hilarious female foursome on TV Land's Hot in Cleveland. Take a look at this.
Wait a minute. The ambulance is on the way. How's he doing?
He's waking up. I don't know how to do a British accent. Just talk like I do.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
Hello. How's me old son?
Called it.
I am so honored to have her with us today. Please welcome Betty White.
This beautiful house you bought. Oh, it's lovely.
Hallmark bought it for me.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything you want to tell me?
Oh, no, I'd like to hear what you would tell me on a lot of things, Betty.
No, but they just bought it for you. You didn't have to do anything.
I just said I wanted to talk to you, and they said, this is for Betty.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I'll move in. Maybe tomorrow? No, Monday. I'll move in Monday.
She's moving in. See, I told you she's my mother. Okay. You know what? A lot of people don't realize, and I was you have such an amazing career. You started out doing a talk show.
I started out doing a talk show, not for an hour a day. I 5.5 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Can you believe that?
Live with no script. You just sat there and listened to me wheeze away.
Wheeze away. But you also sang, too. You did all kinds of things on that show.
I did 3 songs a day.
Isn't that fun?
It was, it was a lot of fun. I think you should ought to sing on here.
Yeah.
I think so.
I want to sing with you.
Yes, you can. That's the beauty of it.
So what makes a good talk show host?
Listening.
What?
Listening.
What?
Yeah.
No.
No. I'm dead serious.
I believe that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
If you ask a question, then don't just go on thinking of the next question you're going to ask. Listen to the answer, because sometimes that'll take a turn down another whole way.
Well, and don't you think, because you've done talk, I've been in that seat, many, many years as well. You'll start off to something and you can tell they're already ahead of you or whatever on the next question.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's what they want to hear, too. I mean, there's so many wonderful things about your life that they don't know about Betty White. Of course, your early days, you did so much television and all the wonderful commercials. And look at this one right here, KNBH, NBC right there. Look at you. But what I love about you, Betty, is that you were one of, I think, only 2 women of your time that produced, you created, you starred in your own shows. You were so ahead of the curve. How did you do that? How did you get along in a man's world?
Well, at that time, we weren't gender-oriented. We really didn't think about a man's world or a woman's world. It was, if there was a job to do, we were thrilled to get a chance to do it. Where then we went through that whole gender thing where, well, women should be able to do this and women should be able to do that. And it kind of took some of the fun out of it. You just, instead of doing the best for what the moment was, it was, a man did that, well, we must have a woman come in and also do that. And I know, it's fine. I'm all for it. I'm for women doing everything. But not to where it gets to be a point of argumentation.
I think that's wisdom. Because, I think I grew up with 8 brothers, and I think a lot of times, we want to do everything and be everything that guys... But you know what, guys? We have our differences, and we have our way of approaching things. But I do think that you set a wonderful precedent for women as far as the things that you can do and accomplish in this business.
I don't know, but
yes, you have.
We're having an awful good time.
Well, for example, you've had many firsts. Your husband, Alan, we've talked about, he's so darling.
He was everything but my first husband.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Your husband, he was your true love.
Oh, was he ever?
Yeah.
Was he ever?
Yeah, that's how.
Is he ever?
And the reason I said, because we have talked before, you were married 2 times before.
Uh-huh.
And, but you said true love was Alan.
Well, he was something so special, but you make bad decisions. You think...
Oh, honey, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. But then when it doesn't work, I felt like I was a failure and I was never going to get married again. Well, he was a pretty good salesman, I must say.
How did he sell you?
Oh, just by being there all the time, and then we talked to each other. He lived in New York and I lived out here. No, I won't move to New York. No, I won't marry you. Well, every night he'd call me at 11, and Easter came along, and he sent me this beautiful little fluffy white Easter bunny, stuffed bunny.
Aww.
And it had little diamond and sapphire earrings on it.
That helps.
That night I didn't say hello when I answered the phone. The note said, please say yes. So I said yes.
Oh, cute! I love that.
For years, he would tell everybody that would listen that it wasn't those beautiful earrings that he put on the bunny's ears. It was the white stuffed bunny she fell for.
You also, the first time I worked with you was on the Donnie and Marie show, the original one that we had. Remember
Yes,
that? Up in Utah.
Oh, that was
And it's the first time I got to work with you, and I was stunned how brilliant you are. I have a little clip I have to show you.
Oh, brilliant.
This is Betty. You did many shows, but look at this.
Now, Donna Marie, Joanne, etc., etc. Why the long face on the queen of the prom?
Oh, Miss Nice, I'm not going to go to the prom. See, I haven't got a date.
But every boy in school would love to date you.
Yes, I know, but I turned them all down.
We've always had a
Remember
good
those
time.
ridiculous sketches we did? Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, but the thing, this woman, can I tell you, we would hand you a sketch, and even on our talk show, we'd do these little sketches, cold openings and things like that. We'd say, hey, Betty, would you do? Oh, yeah, sure. Well, here's the script, and this is Betty. She'd go, okay, let's do it. Unbelievable. Were you that way on when you did, like, Golden Girls? Could you just pick up a script and have it immediately?
I'm blessed. It's not a talent. It's a blessing. I've always been able to memorize fast.
It's a blessing.
And,
wow.
But it goes away just as fast by tomorrow. No, by tomorrow I can't remember the show I did today. So I'm learning another one. It's not as nutty. You know, I must say, it's not as nutty as somebody doing this show and then getting on a plane and going to Las Vegas and doing the show and then coming back.
You're so sweet. Do you have wonderful memories of the ladies that you worked with on Golden Girls?
Oh, yes. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. How about working with the Mary Tyler Moore crew?
Oh, my goodness. You're at Sue Ann
And
Nivens.
Sue Ann, but I mean all those other wonderful
Amazing
people.
ensemble. And the show that you're on now?
And the show that I'm on now with 3 more wonderful gals to work with.
Yeah.
How lucky can we be?
Well, they're lucky to work with you. That's the. Now, this is the part of Betty White that I love. You're being honored by the American Humane Association Hero Dog Awards, and the thing that I love about it is your passion. You love animals. Love that.
With every fiber of my being.
I know that. And you can see that in every fiber of your being. What caused that? Was that just born in you or what?
Well, I think it happened in the womb because my mother and dad were the same way. I was an only child, and I never wanted any brothers and sisters. I was happy with all our animals.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, they are special. You know, your book, the one on zoo, what is the name of your book, with all the photos from the zoo?
Oh, yeah.
My daughter, my 22-year-old, I said, I was going through it, and she goes, can I see it? She loves it. She's so jealous that you got to kiss a giraffe.
Oh, good. I went to Cincinnati Cleveland. It was Cleveland. And I went to the zoo, of course. And I had to apologize to the director of the zoo afterwards. I'm so sorry I got lipstick on your giraffe.
Cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Because you love animals so much, we have someone on the show today who does doggy yoga. Would you honor us and do doggy yoga with us?
I'll do doggy anything.
We need to take a really quick break, but when we come back, Betty White with doggy yoga.
Coming up next, Betty gets zen with her canine friends. Still ahead, how an app a day keeps the clutter away.